Sandra White MSP.
Shalom alaikum. Thank you all very, very much on behalf of not just people here in Scotland, people throughout the world, but particularly on behalf of the Palestinian and the Gazan people for coming out here today in such numbers. 5,000 people, absolutely fantastic. Can I just say, for those of you who did not hear the message from the First Minister Alex Salmond calling for an end to the boycott and the bloodshed of the Israeli government, I will put it up on basically the government's notice board and the website, and everyone can read it from there. But from my behalf, what I want to say is, I think it is an absolute outrage that the international community, and that includes the British government, that includes the European community, it includes America et al., have not come out and basically called for sanctions against Israel and Israel's friend America. I say to the international community, there's 5,000 people here today, there's 1.5 million people living in abject poverty and terror in the Gaza Strip, and we here will not allow it to go on anymore. We say an end to the siege of Gaza. We say a boycott for the Israeli goods which are actually produced within the occupied territories and then labelled from the West Bank. We all know the shops that do sell it, and I would like to call upon local government, hospitals, health services and governments to ensure that we do not stop any goods from Israel and the West Bank and the occupied territories. I've been in Gaza, as Pauline had said earlier on. We saw the terrible treatment of the Gazan people, and my heart goes out to them. But they came along and spoke to us with great dignity and great courage. And I'm sure if we had a webcam and a website here today, and I'm sure someone in Gaza will see and hear what's going on, they will thank us from the bottom of their hearts. But I thank them, the Gazan people, for struggling for so long, as I said before, for decades against Israeli terror occupation. Israeli government can no longer get away with flouting international law, and we have to stand up and be counted and say no more in our name will Israel prohibit these atrocities upon the Gazan people. Gaza is a prosperous country, once it was, and can be a prosperous country once again. We must unite and say, end the siege of Gaza, stop the boycott, and Israel must be punished for the murders it has committed against the Gazan and Palestinian people.